Tuesday, the 15th of October, around about 6:10 on the evening, something like that. Oh, look at me, chins again. A couple of things I need to wrap up on to start this video, and that's some questions from the last one. People was asking me about the guarantees on these things. So the first one I had was off Mad Dog. As I said, I think that might have been the bottom one, was off Mad Dog. And that run for quite some time over Mad Dogs, well, about 3 to 4 months over Mad Dogs. Then I had it and running for about 2 months. Mad Dog then played up about that one to the people who supply their pumps, and they did send the new one, what was on the pond. That's the new one. Tell a lie, that's the new one. So that's the new one, what was replacing the one I had off Mad Dog, which is hopefully getting repaired. So that's the new one. Is it worth messing about with another warranty? No, just get rid of it. It's just them scrap anyway. I've took the controller units out, as you can see. I might use the casing as a bit of a target for my gun, I suppose. Just set my gun up, which I was doing the other day. So the warranties, yes, that one's under warranty. Not now anyway, because it's been ripped apart. And the other one may be getting sorted. Plus, I have asked him to get me another one from somewhere else, local, so as if there is any problems then. Not one of them, not an Airsource. Oh, don't touch them, no. So I've asked him to get me another one from a local dealer, which is coming Thursday, so happy days. I'm currently at 19 degrees, roundabouts, show you. That's backwards steer, I know, but that says 19.3. That's just off the fish tank heaters at the minute. I'm ravenous again in there. I'm a 0.3 assault, just because, in case any sleeping sickness kicks off with a new fish from Rod Bastard. Also, I've got his name now. I had a comment on the last video off a guy asking me basically what I'm doing. What am I doing with my fish? It's like I'm living in. He's like, hey guys, I think his name's James Burrows, can't remember now. He's saying something along the lines of, the last year I watched my video now for 3 or 4 months, and the last time we watched it I was having flukes, and now I'm having flukes, and I'm living in a pond of treatment, blah blah blah. Yeah, a koi keeper, but what's going on? To be honest, I'll explain to you exactly what's going on. What's going on is the industry standard, and the industry standard, when it comes out to places like Airsource and places like that, it's the stuff's scrap. It just ain't strong enough to get rid of what we're trying to get rid of. Years ago it was, you know, one hit and it was gone, but not now. So as far as your comment saying what am I playing at, I know exactly what I'm playing at, because I've kept koi for a long time. They ain't living in a pool of, it could prove me wrong at the minute, in a pool full of treatments and one thing and another. I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't need to do it. I've got fish bouncing off the walls. I've done a scrape, done the right thing. Can't find fluke. No, I've treated for it. Again. I've treated for it twice this year. I've treated for white spot with malachite and formalin. That's pretty much what I've done this year. A lot of people have done a lot more, trust me. So I appreciate your comments, and I'll answer it in a decent manner. I ain't funny about it, because I accept the criticism as well. But I do know what I'm doing, if I'm honest. I really do. Well, a couple of videos ago you wouldn't have thought it. I had a little bit of a mishap with some PP, but I knew I was doing wrong. So, well, there you go. Just thought I'd kick this video off tonight with that. I've had a delivery today. If you remember, in the last video, it was the last video or the one before, I think, I was taking the air pumps apart. Diaphragms have come for them now, so I'm going to have another look at them tonight. It's gone mild. We're up to about 15 degrees. You can tell it's gone mild. I'll show you why. In my pool of treatments, all the glass is all steamed up. So obviously you've got cold water, and the air's gone mild and steamed all the glass up. So, but that's been in there since yesterday. Mad Dog dropped it off for me yesterday, and that's a Kasuri, a Fluke P. Very fizzy, very foamy. They don't look quite so bad. I have noticed a little bit of fin flicking on that Sankey. So there's still obviously fluke in there, but they'll have another dose before the weekend, and we'll see how it goes. Probably tomorrow, in all fairness, we'll give them another smack at it. But they're not too bad. I did look on the camera this afternoon, noticed the gosh coming up gulping air yet again, like it always does. And it's doing itself no favours when it bounces off a wall. You know, so obviously the shower's all down now, and I appreciate all the comments about the shower as well. Some people saying about rounding the corners off, and the other people saying about putting some protectors on. Thanks for all the comments on that. I've took it in. I've took what you're saying, but whether that shower will ever be set back up on this pan, I have no idea. I don't know what to do with it. It's sitting at the minute. I know people are after it. There's local people after it as well who have asked me a lot about that shower, but I don't know what to do, if I'm honest. I just don't like it. I mean, I put my bonsai there, now I put my feeder there, my bonsai's here. Because it's had too much rain, it's starting to go brown. It's like the trees over the back, you can see them going brown. I mean, that's only because they've been planted, but I think I'm getting too much water, in all fairness. As we all know, pines, well, we might not all know, but pines don't like too much water. I've got my open beam sitting on there. So yeah. So anyway, they're under treatment at the moment. They have been since yesterday. They've been off the food. I've kept them off that crappy food. Somebody else asked me about the food. The food is not what I had from Newark. The food is the food I was talking about with all the crap and that on the bottom of the pond was Probites. The stuff from Newark was Joie or something like that, which that's being fed in here at the moment, but it's being mixed in with Coppens. These are ravenous. I can't fill them up. I mean, that feeder, I did the last feed at 6 o'clock, and it's now 6:31. And I'm already looking for food again. I'm ravenous. But at 19 degrees you can expect it. These are hungry, but they're getting fed. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get myself in the shed. And I'm going to get these air pumps back down, replace the diaphragm, see if we can get them working again. And see how we get on. So, if there is any slabbers, white toppers, whatever you want to call yourself, out there who fancies having a go at this for me through the winter, and slabbing this, and I mean, I want a decent slabber, so if you are decent, don't bother getting in touch with me. I'm looking at probably putting something like Indian sandstone down. It's got to match up, well, it's got to match up with the colour obviously, but it's got to come to this level here, because I don't want no step, so it's got to come to that level there, which gives you around about 1.5 inches at this end. There is going to be a slight slope up there, as you know. There's a slope up the side of the pond, but then it's got to slope up a little bit more than what I wanted it to, because just up that end, up there, we've got about 3 inches higher than what I want it to be, but it is what it is. It's too late now, it's done. So if there's anybody who fancies a bit of white topping slabbing, let me know. Get in touch with me, give me a price. It's ain't a massive area for a decent slabber. It's probably I don't know, day and a half, weather permitting. But if I can get it done for the spring, happy days, and then I can sort the outside of the wall round. If I've got my slabs, I'll just put bloody sheets down if I've got to protect them some way anyway. Still don't know what I'm doing with the outside, if I'm honest. But then the only real 2 things I've got to get done now is the slabbing and the outside of the pond. And then all I've got to do then is just material stuff like finish the screening on the edge of the filter house there, put some new fence panels in, and then I can get my missus some new furniture. Patio furniture. What I promised her for the last 2.5 years, as we know. But there you go. So I'm going to get in the shed and I'm going to get these air pumps done. But yeah, the fish in the main pond, I know exactly what I'm doing. It's like the man being it with treatments every day of the week. Don't happen. Just maybe it's just that you've caught more videos as I'm treating. I don't know. But there you go. So I'll catch you in a bit, because I'm going to be I'll be taking them apart. Well, I'm already apart, so I'm going to put them back together hopefully in a bit. Right then, here we am in the shed. You've obviously seen me take all the gubbins off. Still got it all together. That's the one I couldn't get the screws out. Kopi has given me some mole grips. Let's have a go getting the screws out of that. I don't know where I put them, if I'm perfectly honest, but we'll have a find them out in a bit. So all the bits in here. So what they give you is the diaphragms, and that's basically all I've got. I've got two lots of diaphragms to go into this, well, not into this one. There's one pair in there for this one and obviously a pair for that one. So we'll leave them over there. We'll use these for this one. So first things first, obviously this is still as it was when I left it. Let me grab a pair of pliers. There's a little nut on the end of here. Now a lot of people use obviously the correct size spanner or socket or whatever. I can't even be bothered. Let me have a look, see if that one fits. Nah, I can't even be bothered to find the right size out. I mean that's a 6mm, so that's probably only a 4 or a 5 on there. Let's get a proper tool on it. So we take the nut off. It's a locking nut, so it's a nylon nut if you like, which locks on. So a little bit of a twizzle and a bizzle. These can be a little bit tricky, to be honest, sometimes. These are only small pumps, but if you get a bigger pump then it's a little bit more tricky and a little bit more awkward. So once the nut's off, little nut, that's on there, we'll put that down there out of the way. It's just a case of manipulating, which is quite a rather large word. As you can see, the middle's come out first. I hope you're getting this. I don't know what the lighting's like, if I'm honest. And then we'll just take the diaphragm out, and out it comes. Now I'm going to do the one side, and then I'm going to do the other side. A lot of people take them both out and then do obviously one side at a time. So I'm just going to do this side and then the other. So what you'll find in the packet is new diaphragm, little plastic bits. Now this is the shaft what moves backwards and forwards, and on the end of that is square. One of your plastic bits is going to have a bit of a recess, if you can see them. Don't know if you can get any, but a bit of a recess. So put that on there first, and that should just sit with that recess comfortably on there. Then on the rubber, I don't know if you're getting this, but you got a little knobble on there and a little knobble on the top. That's also been cut out in here. But before we put that on, we're going to put one of these little thin plastic paper washers, if you like. We're going to put one of them on there. So we'll put that over the shaft. Down onto there, 4 holes, all lines up. There you go. This has got a lip on the diaphragm. So the lip faces down. Get your knobbles in the right place over the shaft. Then 4 little bits then should all line up. Should all line up just like that. I hope you're seeing that. Just on there. Now you've got the 4 little white bits sticking through and the shaft in the middle. Yeah, that's not sitting into the machine at the minute because it's poking through on the wrong end, but that ain't a problem, we'll sort that in a sec. Then one of the other little white washers, this one I got nothing on, so we'll put one of these paper plastic protecting washer, whatever you want to call it, over, and then we'll go on the top. My hands are in the way, are they? We'll go on the top of that, and then 4 little plugs will just break in. Okay, then it's back on with a nut. So what we've got the new diaphragm in place now. Not completely, because it is sitting within the body of the pump. Okay, but before we get that sitting in the body of the pump, we'll take the other one off. So I'll turn that over and we'll get the other one off. Same process. Get the nut off in the middle first. Obviously these are proper damage, these are, they're proper ripped, so you ain't got to worry about it. Now these 2 diaphragms, or these 4 diaphragms I should say, I had them off eBay. I think I come from Kettering Koi. Cost me 20 quid for the 4. So a lot of people, as you can see, that's broke as well. That white washer, what I've just took off, has just come off in 2 bits. Now a lot of people would think, oh, my air pump's now good now, you know, throw it in the bin. If you're going to throw an air pump away, throw it my way. I've acquired 1 or 2, but we won't go there. So same process again. Now this obviously, we can manipulate this one down now to get this in line and into there. So just line up the little lugs. I ain't tightened that nut right down yet, This is where it gets a little bit tricky. Even with a small pump, it's a little bit, it can be a little bit awkward just to get it to sit in properly. There is a little bit of a thing where you can put washing up liquid on it, but I never do. I just try and get it to sit in there as best as I can while I'm doing this. Gone a little bit too far, that has. I'm just getting the rubber to sit in where it's got to be. If it's going to, they actually seem a little bit small these days, to be fair. Well, it might just be me. User error. Take a notice. I'm sitting them just in there, just all the way around. Make sure I'm seated in. Come on, you bugger. And then that's in now, so we'll go on to that side. So again, the one with the 4 little prongs sticking up, which is recessed on the back, sits on the shaft. First of all, get it to sit there, and it's in. No messing, it just sits there, and it should be on the right way. Then we go on with the paper, i.e. thin plastic, on with the diaphragm, on with the thin plastic. Let's just get that pushed down a little bit. On with the thin plastic. They all match up with the pins what stick through, so you just got to make sure the pins, everything's on the right way and sort of matching through. Like that. Then on with this one. This one's got a flat base and a concaved. Is that right? Concaved? Concave converts, yeah. Concave. So you put the concave up, put the flat onto the diaphragm itself, and then back on with the nut. So I'm going to get this lined up. You don't need to watch all that. Obviously, we could go on for ages and ages, and this video could go on for ages, like they normally do. Rich normally reminds me that I've been a bit of a rattler. So we've got the 2 diaphragms in place, not fully. They've still got to be seated within the body, and then what I'll do, I'll snap back to you, and we'll get these screwed back on, get it all put back together, and we'll get it tested. Catch you in a sec. Oh, now guys, I've just you're in the wrong way, are you? Hang on. Here you go. Look, that's how professional I am. Guys, I've just put it back together. I've had to take this one back apart because I forgot to tighten the nut up. I just wanted to show you this. When you do tighten the nut up, just make sure that them 4 little bits, like we've said all along, just line up, and they go together as they should. It's just a case then, get any crap out of there. Make sure there's nothing on there. Put the top on there. Now some pumps are different. You take them apart and they'll look a little bit different, but they're basically the process or the workings are pretty much the same. They just look a little bit different, to be fair. You've got to make sure these screws are in nice and tight. Don't over tighten them now, because you'll round the heads off like I tried to do, getting the nuts out and screws out of that, which is going to be a game in a minute. I'm going to sort that out in a bit. But yeah, these are, like I said, these are little Jabeo ones. A lot of people run these. A lot of people are probably watching this now thinking, he's just teaching us how to suck eggs here. Nearly had the screwdriver through me. Teaching us how to suck eggs. Yeah, probably am really. But I'm also teaching people who have never done this that you ain't got to throw an air pump away when the diaphragms have gone. If it stops blowing air, get it apart, they'll be frightened. Get it apart and have a look at them diaphragms. So with this pump now, it's 2 rubber grommets on the bottom. You can just see one here, 2 little rubber grommets. These pipes just sit within them rubber grommets, and then there's 4 little legs, rubber legs, what sit also on that base. And what happens is, the principle with these air pumps is, there's a chamber, what this sits on, and underneath here is basically a chamber, and this fills the chamber of air instead of just blowing it straight out the outlet pipe. So it just gives you a constant flow of air. Now these can be a bit of a nightmare to get back on. Just make sure they click in. That's got a flat head. Got a flathead on it. I don't mean Copy here because he's a bit of a flathead. Just make sure they get them pushed in. And what you'll find is it'll just sit nicely on them 4 feet, on them four rubber feet, and it'll sort of float on there while the air fills the chamber. So I'm going to switch this on actually, which I probably wouldn't suggest anybody else do it, unless you're okay with doing it, because obviously we've got the live and neutral going in here, earth's here, which ain't going to hurt you anyway. So that's now sitting on their feet. Creaky door on my shed. That should now be blowing air, he says. So here's the test. Plug it in. I hope you can hear that. That's blowing air. So that's basically working again now. So we'll unplug that. So them diaphragms are now doing the job. So it's a case of the rubber seal all around the edge. Make sure that's in place. We've got to make sure everything else is tucked in, because we don't want none of this poking out. Get all my washers and screws and everything else out of here. We'll hold the top on. Now with these, I don't think it matters which way you put them on. But before I put it on, as you can see before, I've reached just inside the lid. I don't know if you'll see it in that light, that the diaphragms was replaced. Now today, I believe it's the 12th of October, so I'm going to scrub out that one, and we'll go 12. If I can find a pen what works, and donkey's years old them pens. So what did I say, 12, stroke 10, stroke 24. And that just gives you an idea. Now these diaphragms are only lasting 12 months in these, but for the price, I really don't care for the price. You know, it says buying an old new air pump, and they just keep going for the 12 months. I have got another one on the pond down the bottom. I don't know if you're seeing anything here, but I've got another one on the pond down the bottom at the minute, which is an A70. I've got it on the variable switches. I'll put it on one of them, so as it don't drag so much power, and that's bubbling the Tempest. As you know, I'll keep more Tempest bubbling. So as it's a bit of a moving bed. To be fair, what I have noticed, I mean, if you've got a setup like mine, which is easy, put Tempest and then return to the pond, the fish love it. And the flow rate, you can turn your actual return pump down, because the flow rate sorts itself out. It's almost like airlift system when you put the air pump on, because it's just lifting it through the Tempest and creating more flow than what I had before. So just putting these screws in here now. I know it works, we've just tested that. Looks like I'm a split ring missing. That's probably going to rattle about in there now, knowing me. Sounds like next to his dog's exercising his vocal cords. That's Zeus. So yeah, like I said, anybody who's got an air pump that don't work and you ain't sure what to do with it, get your screwdriver out, get it apart, and get some new diaphragms in it. You'll find the diaphragms on eBay or Amazon or just on the internet, just to search. Put the make and model of your pump in, and yeah, you'll find them. So now that lid's on, it's going to be a lot quieter. Oh, right. Vibrating everything on the bench, doing it itself. But yeah, there's plenty of air coming out of that, to be fair. So that one's done. So there you go. So I ain't going to bore you with the others, because it's just a repeat of what I've just done. But like I said, open them up if you've never done it before. Open them up, have a look at these diaphragms if they've gone. Stick yourself some new diaphragms in. It's worth taking half hour just to do it. And that's me done. So I'll catch you later in a bit. So this one's still happening. Kobe's giving me some mould grips. They only just grab the screw heads, as you can see the mould grips and right in as far as I'll go. And they only just grab the screw heads and they don't grab them enough to move them, if I'm honest. So yeah, I've got to rethink this now as to what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it, instead of losing a pump. So there you go. That's probably for another video anyway. But yeah, I'm glad you've watched this for just to see how to replace them. As I said, it's hard, it's rocket science. If you've never seen it done before, you know, there's plenty of other videos out there where I'll show you. I don't explain things the best, I suppose. But there you go. So there you am. I'm gonna have a go getting these out now and see what I can do. If I can get them out, I'll come back to you. But if not, I'll catch you later in a bit, Aid. What a game! I managed to get the lid off. The mould grips, they do the job. So what I decided to do was get the grinder with the diamond blade in, grind the screws. So as you can see, I put a slot through the screw. It's pretty, I know. I put a slot through the screw and I've got the big hefty screwdriver in there. Managed to shift them. What it is, a combination of the steel and the aluminium, because I'm aluminium cases, if that'll focus. Aluminium casing, basically it's furred up around the screw. So yes, as the verdict is, the diaphragm has gone. So I'm going to bore you with this one. I'll get this one done, and then we'll get it up and running. The other ones, I've decided to keep it as a spare down in the other shed, because I've got the Evolution Aqua one running at the moment on the Tempest, and that seems to be doing okay. I've put it on one of the variable switches, so I've turned the power down. It's pulling 11 watts, turning the Tempest over lovely. So I thought, well, you know what, don't disturb it, leave it as it is, and we'll keep it as a spare. This one, once these bad boys go in it, this one can go back in the filter house, back onto the moving bed, well, not the moving bed, into the jack matting, and that can start bubbling the jack matting up again at the minute. Or it might just sit there as a spare again, because I've got a Jubeo 60 at the minute, and that's bubbling the jack matting and a big air stone in the moving bed as well. So that's doing a sterling job. So there you go. So I'm going to crack on with this, and I've promised my missus fish and chips tonight, so I'm going down for fish and chips in a bit. So I'll catch you later. It'll probably be tomorrow or the day after or the day after. You know what I'm like, it is with these. I'm back with the lads on the weekend again. We're doing a bit of moving around with Pete, so I might document a bit of that, but that's Pete's decision as to whether we do or not. Catch you later. I think you can guess where I am. Haven't you? Popped over to Mad Dog's because Mad Dog being, well, the thing is, what I want to put to you is, you know, sometimes you get friends in your life, and they're friends what you seem to have for a long time, and then good mates, you know what I mean? And they really am. You know, you find mates, and they're really cracking mates, are they? Well, Mad Dog, I ain't one of them yet, but he's getting there. He's getting there. Yeah, he won yet. He can't hear a word I'm saying because he's deaf. But he's fucking sound. He really is sound. I'll come over to see him anyway, because what he's done, as you know, with the Airsource Heatpumps and stuff, he's got me a cracking deal on a new one. Not an Airboss. Don't touch him. Airboss. We don't go there no more. That's a thing of the past. We don't mention it ever again. So he's got me another one. I've had an Aqua Forte one this time, and he's got me a cracking deal. So I'll come over to grab that. And while I'm over here, he's showing me these, which is the new stock. The new stock. Tell you what, there's some nice fish in there. There really is. Some nice fish. And these in quarantine now. Yeah. Island Paul.
These will be in through the winter.
And you're selling through the winter? So these are cold fish to be sold through the winter. So if there's anything on this video that you like the look of, including that Tanchoka Waku, these are going to be up for sale or available through the winter. We'll just zoom you out a bit. I'm currently sitting at 10 degrees. Is that right, 10 degrees?
15.6.
Oh, 15.6 is alright. I picked the 10 degrees up off that there, but he did tell me earlier it was wrong.
I'll show you. The STC's not working very well.
I'll tell you what, there's some banging fish in here. There you go. 15.6.
10.6 salt as well at the moment.
So have a look at this video. If there's anything you like, get in touch with Glyn. Tell him what you're looking at, tell him what you like. Parachinism cracking, that one there is lovely. Chasuis are nice. Beccos are nice as well. I can vouch for all these fish because these fish was on the last video. And we was joking about him buying the vat. And he ended up buying the vat. That's lovely. That Becco there. Pete had that in the bowl, I'm surprised he'd air that one.
Benny Beccos are nice as well, to be fair.
Yeah, the Bennies are okay as well, yeah. So what? Here you go. I'm at Mad Dogs. You've just seen the video of the ones in Pond 3. He's just give them a bit of food. I didn't think I was going to go up. I thought that was going to embarrass us, to be honest. But they did. Them ravenous, they am down there. Where are they at?
What's what? 19.4.
Nearly 20 degrees. No wonder them ravenous. But yeah, happy days. So we're just having a nose. What we got in here? Kikisuis, Kajakus, Asagis, Shirotsuris. All down here already. A little bit skittish because there ain't so many in numbers, but these are around about 20 cm, 25,
22, 23, yeah.
I've got the window here.
Say again.
I've got the wind.
Have you? Oh, you dirty!
I'll tell you what though, this place is giving me arachnophobia. There's some big spiders in here. I'm everywhere. There's one out. I've seen one over here somewhere. Great big one. I know it is spider season.
Big one there, though.
Oh man. I don't like big spiders.
And there's two up here.
One up here. Oh, some big ones, I tell you. I don't handle spiders very well. Big bloke like me, but I don't like anything with more legs than me either.
I'm okay with spiders as long as they're at a distance.
Well, as long as they don't touch me, yeah. I'm probably about the same myself, but there you go. I don't want to see them anyway. Let him crack on looking at them, and I'll catch you in a bit. Having ya. So I'm back home now from Mad Dogs. Had to shoot. I think I'd gassed him out enough, to be honest, but there you go. It is what it is. These are covered. Currently at, I'm looking at 21.3. And I did a really stupid thing yesterday. I thought, I can't see through that window, I'll clean it. So I cleaned it, and then I covered it. What a twat. These are out. You can't really see a lot of them, but I just put a bit of food in there. Because the auto feeder I switched off the other day, and I still have programmed it in. So I'm just up taking a bit of food at the minute. The goshki has got to come out the main pond, and it should have been tonight, but I'm doing it now. So the goshki's coming out the main pond, having some antibiotic, and I'm putting it in the sleeper pond. I know there ain't a lot of room in there for it, but it's warmer, so hopefully it'll right itself a little bit better in here. Plus this is a 0.3 of salt, so it should be okay. So yeah, as I said, I've just got back. Once again, thanks to Mad Dog for sorting me out with the new Airsource Heatpump. Hopefully this one will be better. And there it is. I haven't got it out of the box yet. Now of course it's no good taking it out of the box yet, because Andy Caulfield's got my pump and my pipes So when I've got my pump and my pipes back, I can get it all set up over there for the winter. It won't be staying over there because, as I say, I've got a shed to go up in the corner. So it's the Aqua 40 mini pool heat pump. I haven't looked at the specs or nothing yet, if I'm perfectly honest with you. I just know it's capable of keeping ponds warm, more and bigger than mine. So there you go. But we'll cover that more when it comes out of the box. But so this super moon night tonight. Well, Hunter's moon. You just see it over there. Proper bright, I tell you. I took a photo earlier and put it on Facebook. It's proper bright that is tonight. Yeah, see how close we can get, eh? Tell you, it's bright, it's a brighter. Hunter's moon. If I'd have known that was an Hunter's moon tonight, I'd have gone shooting. Probably still did nothing, but you know. So, but there you go. As I said, I'm back home now, so I'm going to get this put away, and I'm going to go and have me some tea. I think my missus bought some cat llamas and some salad and whatever else. So happy days. Catch you later. In a bit, eat. These fucking Enoch and Aloy here.
Aye? Where?
Enoch and Aloy. That's supposed to be on the bottom, that is. So just put it on the bottom there.
We've got one on the bottom, look, and one on the top.
Oh well.
I've already showed that.
Here we go, look. There's that to learn him again, look, use the Jubilee clip.
I've showed that one.
What it is, Pete's changing his filter, and that's slightly too long. And instead of trying to cut the drain, taking that off the Nexus.
No, tell me when to turn it up, son.
Oh man.
Take him back a bit because the blade's got to give him tea. Yeah.
You get your prick in there.
Just take that back a touch.
Now I've got to let him Vic in.
That's it, that's it. There you go, look. Aye.
Yeah, I'm a try. Yeah, I'm good.
Aye.
It's alright.
He's just saying you're a twat.
Right, wrong, get one.
Okay.
No.
And a bit of butter on that now, don't you? Hot too.
Spit the frog. You want a bit off the Jubilee clip as well, mate?
Not really.
You see what Graham does in his part time? In his spare time, rather. Got a nice motion going on there. Hey, watch my arm. Hey!
Oh, fingers gone.
Right. But I want that much off.
Sure, mate, put it back on.
Just go through straight now, Gray.
It's that.
Yeah, just go through straight, mate. You still got half inch up this side.
Yeah, but I'm going close to that now. Eh?
Oh yeah,
Straighten up, mate. Straighten up.
Of course, I'm going to hit that.
Well, so just use the end of the blade then.
And then I'm mixing that out. So,
No teeth left on the saw.
it's because I'm hitting that Jubilee clip there.
yeah, I'm try. Yeah, I'm good.
See, mate. What do you matter, man?
Huh?
Yeah, so look how round I've cut that. Look.
That ring piece. Look at it.
Can you go back on?
Look at that. Look how straight that is. Look.
It's down it.
So look, some.
Fish him looking alright, even though they've been out to filter now for the last how long? Couple of hours, huh? So there's his other one which is sold. Somebody's fetching that tomorrow. Obviously we've took the easy pod off as well just to give us a bit of room. The easy pod sits here on this slab. So we're going to offer this one back up. We'll offer this one back up now and get it plumbed onto the drain. Happy days.
We sold that one for 600 quid, we got this one for 4.
There you go. That's business for you.
Every little helps.
Somebody needs to tell Mad Dog. Catch you later. Having ya. So it's the 19th of October, just got back from Pete's, well, about an hour ago. I'm just having a mess about now. I've just got the Aqua 40 Airsource Heatpump out of the box. I stood it up on here. I have put a couple extra bits of timber to raise it slightly, and the reason for that is because then the fan is totally clear of the top covers. So as you know, that top cover comes down onto the pond, and that fan now will be totally clear of that top cover. So there's no argument with that. I have been told to cut the plug off because of it being a Euro plug. I have got some Euro plug fittings, if I'm honest, so I might not cut it off. I might just put a fitting on it and let it run on one of them. I haven't got my pump and everything to run this yet because it's still with Andy, and he's took it with him and he's checking on that other pump, which ain't looking too good because it's lost some pressure from what I can gather. So that other Airsource pump is no good either. This is frighteningly, yeah, there's an extra in there either, frighteningly very similar to the Airsource. Oh, I've got a mark on it there, look it down at it. It's yeah, same sort of build quality, if I'm honest, but hopefully it'll last a little bit longer. So it's going to sit there as it is, and it'll suck the air from there, send it out the back. That's the plan anyway. So that's what I'm up to, Saturday afternoon. As I said, we just got back from Pete. I've left Pete plumbing his new filter back in. These don't look too bad in the main pond, if I'm perfect. They look a lot happier now they've been through a fluke treatment, but I think I might need another dose. So it might be today. I'll be criticised for the amount of treatments I'm putting in the pond again, but it is what it is. I'll keep an eye on them through the day. I've noticed I've still got a thick mucus layer on the head. And as a good keeper, I look after them things. Well, there you go. But other than that, everything's sound. I'm just messing about, tottering about and seeing what I can do. I've still got to put that shower away, wherever I'm going to put it. Around the back of the shed, I suppose, out of the way. The air pumps were repaired and all just ready to be spares. So if anybody's asking for an air pump, I am selling one before we go there. The shower's going nowhere either yet. I know people have asked about that, but you know, I don't just sell stuff because I don't use it at the minute. So there you go. Right, I'm going to crack on tottering about, and I'll catch you in a bit. In a bit, eh? I've literally just put the camera down to you. One thing I did forget to mention is the reason I put the bloody camera on in the first place is what you'll notice it in the background. But I've got a bag floating on the sleeper pond. I've decided to take the Tancho shower out of it. Tancho shower, or brain freeze there. The Dainichi one. I had the Tancho shower in here, if you remember. I put it in a few weeks ago. It seems to be struggling to get at the food with the big ones. I mean, the Tamasaba, they don't care, they just get up and involved. But it ain't doing much good in there. So I've decided that it can go back in here. So at the minute I've got it in water. It's been floating about 20 minutes so far. This pond is at... Bloody covers have just fell on my arm and knocked everything off. 20.5 this is it in here. Obviously he's getting eager to get out now, so I would imagine he's starting to stabilise a little bit, but he's having another 10-15 minutes in there. I really think that fish deserves more than what it's getting in the main pond at the minute, so we'll get it in here with the others. I don't like moving fish about at this time of year, but it's got to be done. I'm still contemplating on taking Tony's advice as well and taking the Goshki out of the main pond and also putting it in here, because as you know it's knocked the scale out. Which, to be fair, it don't look quite so bad now. The redness has gone off it. I don't know if the phone's going to pick it up very well. The redness has gone off it and it's just missing a scale. A couple of little bits on there, but it ain't so bad as it was. So it's just a case of keeping an eye on it, I think. I don't really want to move it unless I've really got to. The red bit... yeah, bloody Asagi's in the way, but the red, I think there might be a dead scale in that red there. There might be a dead scale. I'll have a look at it in the bowl in a bit. I pulled nothing out the red. I thought it had already knocked them out, but I think there might still be one what needs pulling out there. But the side is looking sound. Andy Caulfield actually commented on my chag. If you remember, that jumped up and it hit its back on the glass, and I had to take a scale out there and push everything back. You wouldn't tell now. You wouldn't know. So there you go. So I'm going to leave that in the bag now for another 15-20 minutes, and then I'll put it in some of that water and some of its own, and then we'll do it slowly. I don't want to do it fast because there's such a massive jump up in temperature. I know you ain't too bad taking them up in temperature quick, but I still don't like doing it too quick. Taking them down in temperature is a nightmare. It's a good, but taking them up ain't quite so bad. So at the minute, this Airsource heat pump, this Aqua Forte one, as I said, I've got no pump and no pipes at the minute because Andy's got them down there testing that other one. He did say he's lost pressure, so he ain't going to spend too much time on it because it's just a bag of shit out there. Hopefully Aqua Forte one, this one, will do me better. Big thanks to Nigel of 5 Towns Coin, of course, Mad Dog, for going and getting it for me. So yeah, it's a little bit different as the inlet and outlet are on the side, which is probably a little bit better. What I am thinking, obviously, long term, once I've got this winter out the way and my slabs and everything down, I'm thinking long term of getting it in here somewhere. So with the outlet on the side, it might enable me just to fit it over the pipe here, make some sort of table frame, and have the outlet and inlet that side, and then the fan will be blowing into the shed. Will it work? Maybe. Probably alright in the summer. Don't know what it will perform like in the winter. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. It can sit there for now, up until I'm ready to get my shed up here and all that framework's got to come off the side of the pond then. But there you go, happy days. Right, I'll catch you later. And in a bit, 8. So I thought I'd just give you another quick look at this. My beauty spot Tancho, I like to call it. See, it's got a beauty spot on its nose. But the black's starting to come through on the spot now, so if you go back from when I had it from the barn, you'll notice a little bit more black coming out on the spot. And then where it should come down on the eye on this side, well, on the left side now as you look at it. And that's how it's pointing anyway, direction wise. It's a nice fish, around about 12 inches, 30 cm. Might not be quite 30, might be about 28. Ready to go in the main pond or into the sleeper pond now, or back into the sleeper pond with the others. So happy days. Let's get him in. Catch you later.